Oh, whoa. Excuse me. So it seems like this is the end of Rocks, unfortunately. No, I don't think he's dying in this chapter, but he's about 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking... I don't know why I'm singing. I swear I'm not drunk. I'm just like hyped for this chapter, I suppose. I am having a little coffee, which I normally don't really drink too much of, so maybe I'm drunk on caffeine. But this chapter is really good. We're getting the 2v1 between Garp, Roger, and Rocks. It's not just single panel clashes, so let's get into it. Shiki declares that this is the end of the Rocks Pirates. We see the remaining members of the Rocks Pirates, with Gonzoi still alive, going their separate ways. So I guess Shiki has the authority to do this. I mean, it's pretty evident that this is the end of the Rocks Pirates. We saw in the previous chapter that Rocks had unfortunately succumbed to the Dami Reversi. He started attacking Kaido, Big Mom, Whitebeard. He even went after freaking Eris and Teach, which was hard to swallow. Obviously, it's not like our king wanted to do that. It's just that he couldn't overcome the broken Dami Reversi ability. It is what it is. Also, we didn't talk about this before, but you guys read the chapter. We saw that Shiki straight up defeated Gonzoi. Gonzoi just started friendly firing against Captain John and Shiki, taking treasure and whatnot. And Shiki was like, nah, actually, I'm not succumbing to this. And he just beat Gonzoi down, which is totally understandable because Shiki is probably third strongest in the Rocks Pirates at this point. I know in that big team up, you know, hype moment aura farming sequence where it was like Rocks, Whitebeard, and Kaido going against Emu, it made it seem like Kaido was number 3. Not really, at least at this point in time he was. And Shiki is probably like the Scopper or the Sanji of the Rocks Pirates. Because, you know, in chapter 0, which is many years after this, it essentially takes Garp and Sengoku to team up to defeat him. I don't know if they had to do that, but that's the way that it happened. Roger and Garp tell their crew and soldiers that they will come back. Then they join forces to face Abek in an epic battle that spans several pages. All right, let's go. Several pages of a battle in One Piece? Are you kidding me? Oda, you're spoiling us. I'm just kidding, but also I am grateful for sure. If there's any battle in One Piece that deserves this, it's Garp and Roger versus Rocks. Come on. And I know we've been dragging on Oda for just giving us single panel clashes and whatever, especially in one of the most significant arcs in the entire history of the story. And obviously, I'm a meathead. Look at me. Look at the way that I talk about these series. But obviously, I'm also invested in the lore and the world building and all that stuff. That probably interests me the most at this point in my career. But at the same time, it is a battle manga as much as it is an adventure manga. And if anybody is aware that One Piece is more about the storytelling and the world building than the actual fights, it's freaking me. But I still do appreciate the fights because that's what all of this ultimately amounts to. It's just like pro wrestling, because anime is pro wrestling and vice versa. We have these big hype storylines, which eventually have the payoff to a big match. And yes, most of the time, the storylines themselves are probably better than the matches, but still, we want to see those matches. But first, let's talk about the sponsor of this video, Raycon, because you can keep your ears open and your holiday playlist rolling with Raycon's essential open earbuds. These open earbuds let you stay connected to your surroundings while enjoying your favorite music, podcast, or calls. They're perfect for a jog, commute, or just kicking back. And this Black Friday and Cyber Monday, you can save up to 30% on all Raycon audio products. The essential open earbuds sit right outside of your ear canal so you can stay tuned to traffic, co-workers, or whatever's happening around you without losing out on music or podcast quality. They have multi-point connection that can connect to multiple devices and switch seamlessly without hassle and have 36 hours of battery life. So what will actually wind up happening a lot is like I'll be outside walking around or I'll be at the gym or something and these girls are always coming up to me like trying to give me compliments or asking for my number. And when I have my regular Raycons in, noise canceling and everything, I can't hear them. So I miss a lot of opportunities that way. But now with these, I can hear the girls asking me for my number. So guys, basically what I'm saying is that if you get the Raycon Essential Open Earbuds, you're gonna get the attention of girls because they're gonna know that your ears are open and ready for their attention. I mean, aside from that, Black Friday is around the corner and Raycon audio products are up to 30% off from the the everyday essentials to the latest releases. It's the perfect time to upgrade your sound or get a gift for somebody. And again, that's because you're going to get 30% off during Raycon's Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale. But these early deals won't last long, so shop now before they're gone. Check the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/Zhoniin open to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. Thanks, guys. So it's awesome that we're going to get to see this. These are 3 of the strongest characters ever, so we're going to see some crazy stuff. I mean, once we eventually get to see these panels, which will be, I don't know, either Thursday or Friday, of course, I will make a full breakdown of the fight, so subscribe for that if you haven't already, guys. And also, let's please try to get this video to 2,000 likes. I know you can do it. Grab that phone and just hit that like button right there. Yeah, 2,000 likes. It'll help the video, it'll help me, and I'm very appreciative of it. Thank you, guys. Kaido and Lin are talking. She tells him that he has a lifetime debt to her, then they part ways. It's like, Big Mom, get over it. Kaido stole the Azure Dragon Fruit from you fair and square. You guys are freaking pirates. This is how the game goes. And I get it. She has every right to be petty about this, I suppose. And it ultimately leads to their storyline in Wano later on. And she just would have did the same thing herself, because she's probably a terrible person already at this point in the story. And she eventually becomes even worse as time goes on. And I'm not saying I don't like Big Mom. I really do like Big Mom. She's one of the better characters in the series, in my opinion. Even later on when she becomes, you know, BPD diabetic Yonko in Whole Cake. Whitebeard meets a man named Polo Graham, who seems to be Marco's father. He's a fan of Whitebeard and asked to join forces with him. That came out of nowhere. Marco's father is named Polo. Classic Oda, you know, Marco Polo, the great explorer guy who is famous for documenting his travels through Asia. Since Oda is showing us this, he might come back in some specific significant way, I guess, maybe. Or it's just like, oh, hey, Marco has a father, and his name was Polo. Imu gives the order to destroy and erase everything on God Valley. Okay, so we kind of saw this coming too, because it said that God Valley no longer exists. So when something like that happens, it usually means that Uranus is coming into play and, you know, just mothership, boom, it's gone, just like Lucia. I guess they just figured, you know, I had my fun. Let's just wipe this place out of the map, because it does have some kind of significance to it, because the Davy clan is there for some specific reason, and it probably has something to do with Davy D. Jones himself, or even Joy Boy, or just the D clan, so understandable. Zebek's Conqueror's Haki is incredibly strong, so Garp and Roger decide to unleash all their Haki in one combined attack against him. The chapter ends with Garp and Roger launching their attacks on Zebek in an epic panel. Garp's move resembles Luffy's Elephant Gatling, while Roger's channels his Haki through his sword. They ultimately defeat Zebek as the dark, evil energy seeps out of his body. Break next week. Yeah, Rox is defeated here. It doesn't say that he's dead. We'll get into what's probably going to happen with him. But it turns out that all of these years, Sengoku was right. What he said was essentially the truth. And it's okay. This is what Rox wanted. He straight up asked them to do it. And he went down fighting. And it took 2 of the strongest guys in existence to high diff him. So it's fine. Rox went out strong. I mean, you know, Dami reversied, but still strong. And also interesting that, like, Dami reversi can be, like, beat out of you, I guess. Unless he is dying here. But I think Pew probably would have said that if he is explicitly dead. Or maybe we just don't see enough. Like, you know, one of the very minuscule panels at the end of this chapter, I guess, shows like Rox like getting KO'd or something maybe. But I'm assuming that we'll probably see Rox's death in the next chapter. It's like him laying on the ground or whatever in his final moments. Maybe he has like an internal monologue thinking about something significant. You know, Eris, Teach, and then maybe something to do with Davy Jones or something like that. The Promise. And then I guess Uranus comes over God Valley and then it fires down its lasers to destroy it all. And it's like Rox is just watching that happen with a smile on his face, I suppose, because he's a D. And then that's how Rox dies. He just gets vaporized by Uranus. I think that would be a pretty cool way to go out. I mean, it sucks, but we always knew that Rox was going to die anyway. But yeah, this is just the first round of spoilers. We're going to have, hopefully, another one tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to get the full summary because we didn't get it last week. I don't know what's going on with Read-On, but I'll try to get another spoiler video out regardless, because Worst Gen should be able to give us some. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. If you liked it, please give it a like again, and subscribe. We're almost at 300K. I'm pretty sure we can get there before 2026. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you in the next one.